Four strangers checked in one evening at the Seamount Hotel. None of them knew of the other. Unknowingly, they were assigned in different floors in different rooms. First to check in is a man aged about 60 years. His name is Karanja Kimani, a professor from the Institute of Development Studies at the University of Nairobi, Kenya. The hotel gave him a room on the fourth floor of its east wing. Next to sign in is a man aged 70 years. The man registered as Ngobile Melusa, a citizen of Zimbabwe. In his occupation, he wrote not applicable. The hotel gave him a room on the fifth floor of the south wing. Third to check in is a man aged about 50 years. His name is Chineke Chiamaka, a pastor at the Church Inside Africa, CIA, in Lagos, Nigeria. His room was on the sixth floor of the west wing. Last to check in is a man 40 plus years. He checked in as Saif Tahir, engineer, formerly employed by the Ministry of Defense in Tripoli, Libya. He got a room at the third floor of the north wing. Professor Kimani has stayed in the room for less than an hour. He receives a call from a known person. A briefcase was also delivered in his room. The other three also received the same call. To all the four, the caller gave the combination of the briefcase as 1124. The caller also tells them the message from AGDA that they should accept him as their guide. They were also supposed to familiarize themselves with the materials inside the briefcase. We also come to meet other two guests at the hotel. One of the guests is a man named Dr. Afolabi, who teaches at the University of Ibadan, Nigeria. The other guest is a woman named Fiona Mackenzie, a journalist for the Gambian News. Ms. Mackenzie interviews Dr. Afolabi about a document titled Way Omega, which is to be debated by the 50 heads of state. Dr. Afolabi explains his expectation about Way Omega. He says that it will change African politics dramatically, whereby it will prevent military coups, rigid election, and foul play. When the conversation continues, Dr. Afolabi gets irritated when Ms. Mackenzie says that his book is very pessimistic. We later come to know that Dr. Afolabi did not come but was being invited by presidents at the summit. After a short while, Ms. Mackenzie receives a call from her boss and she has to leave. At first, she had told Dr. Afolabi to explain to him about Way Omega, how it's related with his book, but at last he told him to give her one specific example. Dr. Afolabi got angry and suggested that she should not just read the cover, but the whole book. We meet 49 foreign head states who are in Banjul. They look joyous to attend the summit because they have escaped the troublemakers in their home countries. Gambia is not at fun to host the dignitaries since bulldozers demolished the slums and the roadside kiosks which whole family depend for their livelihood. The water dry up because all water has to go to new water fountains built to mesmerize the visitors. Security at the Pinnacle Hotel is tight and the hotel remains impenetrable fortress. According to seating arrangement, they used the United Nations way, which was the alphabetical order from the first letter to the last. In terms of rooms, each delegation, whether big or small, was to be divided equally. The result was 4 rooms per delegation.